You see the big existing brands like McDonald's, Apple, or Nike, everybody showing them, but your brand is feeling stuck and you can't go for the next level. Then this video, I would like to show you the system that can help you to reach that level where you are always growing with your brand as well. Nowadays, companies separating the creative thinkers from the system builders. Usually the designers doesn't communicate with the engineers, with the guys who are making the systems in the company. So usually these creative ideas can't scale enough to the highest levels, and also the system thinkers can't come up with the ideas that can change the world with their unique feeling. Martin Neumeyer, in his book The Designful Company, wrote about that, like how you can build a bridge between these two fields in your company and what thinking models you need to do and you need to implement to your company for the next phases. Now in this video, I came up with an own system that I designed for myself to help our customers to build scalable design systems. So let's jump into it and let me show you how it works. So there are three keys of scalability in every business in the aspect that I have. The first one is the purpose, the second one is the systems, and the last one is the goal or the goals. What I mean by that? So the purpose will be something that gives you fuel, that gives you the energy for wake up every morning, for go to the office, for work you in your brand, in your goals for the next few months, for the next few years, for the next decades as well. Then you need the systems. These are the place where something that is not a human being help you to get on track or hold you on track without you need to think about that. You just can think about your habits as well that usually automatic, and you drink your coffee, you go to your office, you get up your phone and the things that is automatically in there. You also need to put the systems in your branding system as well. And then the last one is the goal. It can be so obvious, but you need something that sets you in motion. So if something that is not existing today, but it will be able to exist in a 1, 2, 5 or 10 years perspective, that will be something that drives you to build the systems and fuel up yourself with this purpose to get there. So we will build this bridge today. You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in the future. That was something that Steve Jobs said in one of his famous speech, and I really can resonate with this, because you have a lot of dots in your life, in your company, and also in your branding as well. These dots can be persons, these dots can be communication ideas, it can be ads, it can be your any inspiration that you see on Pinterest, on TikTok, on Instagram, or during a conversation, or it can be a post-it as well. Usually that's how people are work. They just see something and these dots are separated from each other. You can't define when you see a dot where it will be exist on your branding system. The next thing that I learned, and it was during a dinner in my middle school, one of our engineer thinking teacher said that every system can be described by a system that is one more complex than itself. The idea is brave, that you can build a system that is just one more complicated than the previous one, and then it can be a continuously learning and a continuously developing system. So you just need to start off now, and by years it will be evolve in something really big. And why I say that? Because that strategic thinking is something that needs to be on these two pillars. The one pillar is the the system, the strategic thinking. Another is from the strategic thinking, the creative part, when you just defining these dots. So when you define these dots, you can put, or you can imagine it like putting a label on it. When I see an ad on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, or I see something in the world, for example, it can be a really nice menu on a restaurant, I will get up my phone, photo shoot it, and I just label in myself that the typography is so well, the messaging is so great, the paper, how I can touch it is so nice. Or I just put labels on it like why I photo shooted that, and then I can put this exact menu or the photo from the menu somewhere in my head and also somewhere in my system when I put these labels on it. And then why you need the system? Because if you have a system, I will show you it in another video, how I exactly building up this system for myself, and you can also transfer it for yours as well. Just you need to understand the basics of the method behind it. So when you have this system, then you can put all of these labeled dots into the system. So you will be able to making groups between a menu and between something that you photoshooted 2 years ago or from a conversation that you had. And then when you see that these dots are matching in some kind of this one of this label between them, then you will be able to create something creative. Everybody will see you like, oh my God, you have this beautiful and great creative idea. But the real thing is that you already built up your system and put these ideas in the best places where it can be. So how does it work in the real life? You need to decide after you have your own system. It can be a branding system, and also it can be another one that if you meet with the dot, you can see that this dot can be placed in your system or not can be placed in your design or branding system. And when you're going further in the time, you will have this system that is travels, and you just putting dots day by day into this system, and it getting the more and more and more ideas from somewhere in the world. And when you decided to put something in it or doesn't, then that will be the future brave thing. Because when you are agile and modular, you can do it in 5 agile steps for defining it. And now we are headed to the way of how it can be placed or how it can work. First, you need to design the purpose or just defining it. You just need to close your eyes and think about how will your life, how will your brand, how everything will look like in the future. I have a Pinterest table where I defined every aspect of my life. I just, for example, seen this big title behind me, like when I close my eyes during my freelance career, I seen that I can touch my logo on the wall. I can touch the table. I can meet with people in this surrounding, in this office. And that's something that will be able to give me the fuel that I talked about previously. So when you have this purpose and you know that why you are building this brand for the future, then you will be able to define these goals in the 1 year perspective, in the 3 months perspective, or you can define your own time frame. But I highly recommend to define something that is so reachable, like just 1 quarter, because then you will be able to reach this so fast and will give you more power for going further. But also you need to design some goal that is so far away, and it's behind the walls of imagination, where you just can't imagine that how beautiful things can happen with you. So there it will be the place where your logical mind is turning off, and something from the universe, something that is so creative and just something that is unbelievable will be come to your mind. And when you have the goals and when you have the purpose, you need this bridge, you need to define the road, and then also you need to define the system, that what people will you need, what kind of programs will you need to use, what you need to put in your brand for the future to help you going further. And from there, when you have the system, then you will be able to define the people, like who will be somebody who's got the same purpose as you or something that is so similar, but they can be fueled by their own purpose to go with you to that goal in the future. That will be something that can help you in this. And then when you have the people, they can be your teammates, they can be your contractors, they can be your affiliates, they can be your clients. You will be able to define every people in the future who will meet with you and who will create with you something big. And then you need to also define the market, where you want to go, how you want to go. This will be something important, because you will be able to choose the channels, you will be able to research everybody else on that market to see what they're doing, how they're doing, and why they're doing that. And also you can position yourself when you know this dots from the market. And then you will be able to iterate consistently, continuously. And that's where the agile thinking comes in. Like you need to rethink in nowadays as well, because when the COVID hit in, when unexpected war came or something happened around the world, around you, you will be able to just iterate and put another software, put another channel, put something in your brand that can help you to reach that goal in the future. And when you iterate it, you will be able to just put this purpose on the center of it. And that's why it looks like here, because when you have the center point, that is your purpose, you will be able to build around this walls, systemized wall by wall, and that can be protect your inner purpose. So after where you defined this purpose and build up this system around it, that will be something where the main purpose built on systems, that will be the one thing that can create fulfilled results for you in the future.